thought I'd do a quick tutorial about how to sync up the timeline to an audio track. This is a request from Alex on the forum, who wants to work with the track Go by Public Service Broadcasting. So I've downloaded the track from Amazon, paid for it of course. You need to support artists. I'm just going to open it in QuickTime Player, so it's running in the background. Now this is so in Liberation, I'm using the live tempo, and I can do tempo, tap tempo, to get the rough tempo, right? So I'm going to tap for every beat, and this track is actually quite fast, so it's each bar is quite short, so it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm tapping now at that tempo. And you can see it's coming out at roughly, I don't know, maybe 175, 176. Let's set it. I mean, this looks kind of right, so we're at 171 or something. I think it's probably a bit higher than that, this track. I can reset the bar with the R key. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've just got to watch this like a hawk. Now we've got a rough idea of the speed. We can actually import the file into Liberation. So enable the timeline, click add music, find the folder, here we are, choose the track. So now this track is actually a bit tricky because it's got a really long build up. So we don't exactly know where the first beat is, so it's difficult. So I could put in like 172 here into the timeline tempo, and you'll notice like the first beat isn't exactly on the bar, and also it's sort of drifting a bit. We're clearly not quite there yet. So for tracks like this where it doesn't have a real clear easy start, what I like to do sometimes is like import it into Audacity. So I can drag this file into here, and you can see now I can edit this. Oh, how do I get rid of that? There you go. Oh, I don't actually know how to use Audacity very well. Let's just start with a new. Oh, I think if I got a window open or something. Okay, Audacity is pretty fun. Here we go. I feel like there's a requester or something opening. Anyway, let's just ignore that there's an extra copy of that. So what I usually do is I find the first beat. Right, so the first beat of the first bar is after that little drum fill. Fill. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it does help if you've got some experience with music, but you know, if you've got an ear for it, you should be able to figure it out. So find that first downbeat, the first one down. So it's this little peak here in the wave 5. So what I'm going to do is just temporarily, I'm going to get rid of everything before that. And I can zoom in even closer to find the transient on that first beat. You can see that it gets louder there. So I'm just going to delete the beginning. Right, so now this audio file starts on the first beat of the first bar. So now I'm going to save this, export it as an MP3 file. And save it as Go trimmed. So now if I import that into Liberation, now it might not, unfortunately, like all of the audio tracks all get loaded on the same track here, so it might be hidden behind another track. I'm going to mute the first original track, and now you can see we've got this trimmed track which starts right from the first bar, first beat. And now it's easier to adjust the tempo until it's exactly right. You can, so this process means watching this bar counter like a hawk, right? Let's just start from the beginning again and start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got to watch if this stays in time with the audio. Now I'm noticing that this is getting a bit slower than the audio, so we're a bit slow. So I'm going to increase the tempo just a little bit. Let's try 174. So this looks better. You'll notice that we're staying in sync. Let's keep just going a little bit.
Everyone sit down. Get prepared for events that are
and again we're sort of getting a bit slow. So I'm going to increase the tempo again a little bit. And now it seems to be in time. Now you can also kind of zoom right into the track. Another little tip is like, let's just get rid of this original track. Now you can also like delete tracks, visible tracks, so then you've got this big waveform to work with. Just going to turn this down a bit. And you can also click this button which scrolls along as you're playing the timeline. But if you notice, as we're still playing it, this is still in time. And I think we've got, well, actually, I'm pretty sure that this track is 175, so I'm hoping now that this will stay in time throughout the song. In fact, we can skip forward. We still seem to be in time. So, success, right? We've discovered that the tempo is 175. And honestly, for most modern music, it is going to be a whole number tempo. Because, you know, and PSB, they are a live band, right? And yet still, they're completely in sync to a whole number tempo, which is a strong indication to me that they play to a click track. And you'll find even, you know, I was a bit worried that they maybe played this song live without any click tracks, so then the tempo would be much more difficult to match because it would be naturally drifting about. But we're lucky, we've lucked out. This is it's a consistent tempo throughout. And so now wherever we go, we've got it in sync, yay! So now of course it's just a joy, isn't it, everything we do will be in time. And if we bring up that effect as well. Okay, but now of course we're still working with the trimmed version of this. So let's get back the original version. Now, what we have to watch for is when the actual drop beat, first drop comes here. And it actually comes on the fourth beat there, right? So really, ideally, we want the beats and the bars to be matched up. I think if I move it back in time, like later, one beat, then that should get us back in time. So I'm going to just snap to a beat. Let's zoom right in. You can use the mouse scroll wheel to zoom. I've dragged it along one beat, and let's see, does that in time now? There you go. So you could hear when that first kick drum got a little fill, and then the first beat of the first bar, and that matches up to the actual bars in Liberation. And you can see the beat and bar markers there, and they're completely locked in with every transient. So that's it. Not too hard in the end. Oh, notice also this audio track is longer than the default timeline length, so you can just increase the length there to make sure that your timeline covers the whole track. And we're in time the entire time. Anyway, so I hope that helps. Yeah. Any questions, let me know in the forum.
Capcom, we're go for landing. Okay, everybody, let's hang tight. Look for landing radar. 70 25 feet, down a half. 60 seconds. 40 feet, down 2.5.
Don't know the rhythm of those steps.
1201. 1201. We've had shutdown. Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Anyway, that's enough busking. I hope this helps.